President Donald Trump carefully distanced himself from his unpopular amnesty proposal late Saturday night, saying that it is intended to show the GOP's sincerity and the Democrats' cynicism and obstructionism. The giveaway amnesty deal was instantly and universally slammed by the Democrats' ethnic and progressive activists, although Democratic leaders were careful to pocket the uncapped amnesty offer while demanding yet more concessions. The proposal emerged as Senate Minority Leader Senator Chuck Schumer told the New York Times that he had agreed to fund wall construction in a face-to-face meeting with Trump while privately believing he could not deliver on the deal. Trump's pro-American voters were hostile to the amnesty offer, which opens the door to a massive, unregulated, unending amnesty of far more than 1.8 million illegals. The amnesty would greatly help business groups and their lobbies, such as the Koch brothers, partly by aborting widespread wage raises before the November election. Trump's top congressional aide, Mark Short, is a former senior aide to the Koch brothers. The deal offers little to American employees and parents because the job market gains when illegals are blocked by the wall would be more than offset by the huge amnesty and by the continued inflow of foreign workers and chain migration relatives. The amnesty bill does not include an upper cap on the number of illegals to get amnesty, nor does it set a date when the amnesty would end. Trump could put his amnesty offer on hold and instead ask voters in November to pick either his popular immigration policy or the Democrats' very unpopular, easy immigration agenda. That Democratic agenda includes the demand that the hugely valuable price of citizenship be granted to the 3.25 million Dreamer illegals, their parents and millions of additional illegals, regardless of the economic and civic impact on 320 million Americans and legal immigrants who are dreaming about their futures, and their children's futures. That pro-illegal agenda was displayed mid-January when Senate Democrats shut down the federal budget, including the defense budget, while demanding an amnesty. The Democrats were forced to retreat amid growing public opposition, unexpected GOP criticism, and Trump's sharp-elbowed tweets. Instead, an approved amnesty law would likely cause an avalanche of illegals to head north during the 2018 election campaign, so discrediting Trump's claim to have solved the illegal immigration problem. The draft amnesty bill bars immigration officials from deporting migrants until they have applied for the amnesty. Without high and enthusiastic turnout of 2016 Trump voters, the chance of GOP success in November would drop, and the chance of a 2019 impeachment of Trump by Democrats would rise. Polls show that Trump's American First immigration policy is very popular. For example, a December poll of likely 2018 voters shows 2-to-1 voter support for Trump's pro-American immigration policies, and a lopsided 4-to-1 opposition against the cheap labor, mass immigration, economic policy pushed by bipartisan establishment-backed DC interest groups. Business groups and Democrats tout the misleading, industry-funded Nation of Immigrants polls which pressure Americans to say they welcome migrants, including the roughly 3.25 million Dreamer illegals. But the alternative priority or fairness polls, plus the 2016 election, show that voters in the polling booth put a much higher priority on helping their families, neighbors, and fellow nationals get decent jobs in a high-tech, high-immigration, low-wage economy. 4 million Americans turn 18 each year and begin looking for good jobs in the free market. But the federal government inflates the supply of new labor by annually accepting 1 million new legal immigrants, by providing work permits to roughly 3 million resident foreigners, and by doing little to block the employment of roughly 8 million illegal immigrants. The Washington-imposed economic policy of economic growth via mass immigration floods the market with foreign labor, spikes profits and Wall Street values by cutting salaries for manual and skilled labor offered by blue-collar and white-collar employees. It also drives up real estate prices, widens wealth gaps, reduces high-tech investment, increases state and local tax burdens, hurts kids' schools and college education, pushes Americans away from high-tech careers, and sidelines at least 5 million marginalized Americans and their families, including many who are now struggling with opiate addictions. The cheap labor policy has also reduced investment and job creation in many interior states because the coastal cities have a surplus of imported labor. For example, almost 27% of zip codes in Missouri had fewer jobs or businesses in 2015 than in 2000, according to a new report by the Economic Innovation Group. In Kansas, almost 29% of zip codes had fewer jobs and businesses in 2015 compared to 2000, which was a two-decade period of massive cheap labor immigration. Because of the successful cheap labor strategy, wages for men have remained flat since 1973, and a large percentage of the nation's annual income has shifted to investors and away from employees.
Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe our channel for more news videos daily and for what's viral today. Also turn on post notifications and don't miss nothing. A thumbs up really makes me blessed.